Learn to say no. Learn to say stop. Learn to say don't do that. And learn to yell, shriek, and scream. Don't stay quiet because you don't want to assume something of someone else or because you don't want someone else to get arrested. Always think about yourself first. This video will highlight tips for women and girls to speak up for themselves, communicate, and protect themselves against violence. Women all over the world are subjected to many forms of violence and even torture, from intimate partner violence, domestic violence, sexual assault, enslavement through prostitution, and human trafficking, just to name a few. Many of these crimes against humanity are perpetrated by males, but many women around the world are taught to edify and please males, which creates the perfect atmosphere for women underreporting, ignoring, or hiding abuse and succumbing to their circumstances and injuries due to abuse. Many women do not get the help in time. So it is best that you learn young to use your voice and never let anyone take your voice from you. Mothers should teach their daughters to observe and understand males and their pattern of behavior, and ensure your daughter has the proper tools and weapons to defend herself against all adversaries, especially males. Now, there are some women who are predatory, and you have to be careful of all predators. The majority of those who prey on women are males, and this video will reflect some tips on how to avoid or reduce the threat of those types of instances where males prey on young girls or women in general. Women must use their greatest asset, which is their voice. Women have the power of vocal inflection. Use it. Tip number 1, learn to say no and mean no. For instance, if you're out on the street and someone says something to you that you don't like, don't laugh at it. Either keep moving and separate yourself and create a lot of distance between you and that person. You don't have to run. Just create distance. Say, no, I don't like that. You will not talk to me that way. If you cuss, you cuss. If you don't cuss, then you don't cuss. But learn how to enunciate what it is that you are trying to convey to the predator. Don't smile, don't laugh, and stand in a stance or move in a way that shows you are capable of speaking up for yourself and you're capable of defending yourself. You don't have to get into a fighting stance, but just make sure you don't show a sense of weakness or vulnerability. Tip number 2, carry a weapon on your person. You always want to be cognizant of danger. We're in a society where a lot of women fall victim to predators, whether it's strangers or someone they know. Now, if you have been listening to any of my other videos, you'll remember that many women, or most women, are targeted and attacked by someone that they know or knew. The likelihood of someone that you don't know actually committing a vicious crime against you is not higher than the probability of the person that you're living with, like your domestic partner or your intimate partner, creating a toxic environment or actually committing violence against your person. Having said that, you should always carry a weapon, whether you're at home or abroad. If you're at home, you can have mechanisms such as a cast iron pot, a pan, a knife, a gun, and just know where they are and how quickly you can get to them. If you're out and about, you want to carry some type of weapon like mace, a stun gun, or a pocket knife. I suggest getting a firearm. That way you don't have to be up on the person. And more than likely, if the predator is a male, you don't have the advantage of strength or speed. So you want to use what we call the great equalizer, which is a gun, and take that person out before they try to take you out. If it comes to a matter of you versus them, you want to always choose you first. With a gun, you can be as far away as possible from the perpetrator. The gun will go off if it has bullets in it, and it will hit its target if you learn how to shoot. So that requires you to get training. Go to the gun range. Go to your local or state enforcement agencies and find out whether they do any type of training where you are. Maybe they have gun training, or they give you information and instruction on how to stay safe. You should have some type of licensing available where you live, where you can obtain a firearm legally. I suggest you get a license to conceal carry, so that way you're not walking around with a gun on your person that is visible. That can open you up to theft. If you get a gun license, you want to make sure you learn the laws of using that gun, because there are some things that can occur with having a gun on your person, how you store it, whether it's in your vehicle, in your home, or if you're out and about. You want to know how to load your gun, how to clean it, how to replenish the bullets, and so many other things surrounding how to properly maintenance a firearm. You want to keep the firearm on you at all times, whether it's somewhere on your person with some type of holster or in your bag that you carry. If you're going out of town and you can't take your firearm with you on the plane or the train or whatever mode of transportation you're using, then when you get to your destination, make sure you find somewhere where you can go and purchase a weapon, and make sure you know the legal laws of that location. You also want to make sure that it's legal for you to carry a firearm there, and what their laws are concerning the proper usage and protection that is allowed legally. Now, you want to defend yourself at all costs. You just want to know the law. Tip number 3, encourage other women to protect themselves. For this example, I'm going to stick with the traveling example. So if you're traveling and you're out and about and you've already confirmed that you can use mace or stun gun in the locality that you visited, suppose you have to spend $20, $30, or $40. Okay, you purchased it. Now it's time to leave and you can't take it on the plane. Well, then maybe you can give it to another young woman in the area and just tell her, hey, I was visiting this area. I have to leave. I can't take it with me, and I want to gift it to another young woman. Would you want to take it? Or you can head back to the airport, and maybe you see a young woman that's deplaning, or not deplaning, but maybe they're leaving, preparing to leave or waiting for their ride share, and you pass on a weapon to them. And it can be something like a traveling weapon that women use as a way to say, hey, I got you. As soon as you get off the plane, you have something to look forward to protect you against predators. Or something just to keep your sanity, so you're not feeling so defenseless if you are in a situation where you feel like something negative can occur. Tip number 4, use smartphone apps. You have apps that allow you to share your location, like iPhone users have, Android users have. You can share across the different phones. You may have to use Google Maps or install third-party apps like Life 360. You can use apps like the Noonlight app where you can notify emergency services if you are in trouble. And for more information, Google the Noonlight app and its features and functionality. You can buy air tags. They are usually like $25, $35, $45, depending on where you are. And of course, you know, air tags are little devices that your iPhone can connect to know where you are. I've seen some people put it on their person, put it in their hair, put it somewhere discreet in their clothing, so that way your family always know where you are if you carry the AirTag with you. Now, I don't agree with putting AirTags on your body just because I'm not sure of the radiation levels. Now, you would have to compare your safety versus knowing about radiation levels. So it's up to you. You can use things like Samsung Galaxy Smart Tag, Towels, which is various trackers, and Motorola's Moto Tag. Let me say that again. Samsung Galaxy Smart Tag and Motorola's Moto Tag. These devices work with Android smartphones and allow users to track their belongings. And like with the AirTag, you can use it to track your person. With the Apple network, you can, if every device is on the same iCloud account, you can just use Find My Device or Find My network and figure out where a specific device is. And as long as the person's with the device, then you always know where that person is. So let technology be your aid in keeping you safe. Whenever you go out of town, you should give at least one person your itinerary. If it's not a family or a friend, you may just see if you can go to your local law enforcement and ask them if they have anybody that you can let know that you're going out of town, because maybe you don't have anyone to share the information with. Whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe, but you don't want to solo travel and no one knows where you are or where you're going. Tip number 5, make sure you're always wearing something you're comfortable to run in, that you're comfortable moving quickly in, even if you have on heels and a dress. You should be able to, at a moment's notice, move quickly and hike that dress up and move swiftly to wherever you have to go. If you're fleeing or it's from someone, or if you're running towards something, you don't want to wear clothes that constrict your movement. You want full range of movement. To keep this video from being too long, I'm going to explain other tips in future videos. Have a great day.